On a tangential point, I want to mention too, this form of play seems the most natural to use since poetry in many ways, in that it's constructed mostly by dialogue. You had mentioned before how you could write dialogue and get the characters just interacting because you feel they're there, but framing the scene sometimes takes the longest for you. Poetry seemed to have been your natural inclination early on, and this is another. Do you agree with that? And do you think that the dialogue is generally an easier thing for you to write since it's 90?
Well, yes and no. For the 30-year-old.
One other thing, I wasn't finished. The Edge of the Show, though, seems to break off from that tradition in that it's mostly an interior monologue, although it switches, as again, some ambiguities allow you to do a little more into what the narrator is or is not speaking about and who he could be. So speak a little more about that point too. And I felt reading The End of the Show was probably the biggest outlier in all of your works.
Well, I think if I look at some of the earlier stuff like that, The Trial of Horacio Guzman, you'd probably say that was the biggest outlier because, and Jessica hates that book, but for the 30-year-old Dan Schneider, poetry is natural. For the late 40s Dan Schneider of the Vincetti Brothers and Norwegian and this trilogy, the novel form was the most natural. But I think a combination of my life circumstance, the desire to maybe move and do something different that maybe is more commercially a chance to get it out there. Right now, in the last couple of months, it's become the play. So I'm someone who can adapt. I'm like an octopus or a cephalopod, to go back to The Edge of the Show, is that I can change my colors and stripes as is needed. Jessica, for example, says that she can't write in the morning. I've worked all kinds of shifts, all kinds of hours. So I've adapted myself. I have trained my mind that if I have an hour here, well, maybe I'll write 1,500 words in that hour. Just before today, for example, in the last 2 days, I was going to start this Big Al's Gina play tomorrow on Monday. But yesterday, after I got finished with the Mormon thing, and I think I started actually before I did the interview for about an hour, I said, well, I got some time here. I did my shopping. I did a few errands. Let me just start it right now. So I started it. And I got about 5,000 words in or something, 7,000 words in, and then I did another 5,000 today. It's probably only going to be about 30,000. It's the shortest of the 3 plays. But I've adapted to it. And this is another thing, too, that artists have to do, especially when we have to waste 40-plus hours doing stuff to eat because we live in a society that doesn't recognize, much less reward, great art, really great artists.